Antlion larvae have featured in many forms of our media, including video games, books, movies, and more. It's worth noting, however, that these arthropods are essentially harmless to humans, and their presence in our gardens usually means they're eating other bugs, such as ants we might consider a nuisance. So maybe antlions deserve a nicer reputation.
In the United States, antlion larvae are also known as doodlebugs for the swirling paths they make in the sand and soil while dragging their body. It was common for children to chant phrases to the bugs in their pits, such as, "Doodlebug, doodlebug, tell me what I want to know."
So common were these chants to the antlion larvae that one of the astronauts who walked on the moon saw the craters there and said into one, "Doodlebug, doodlebug, are you at home?" This was Charles Duke, the youngest person in the Apollo missions to step on the lunar surface.
In Mexico, where antlion larvae are known as Toritos, children who play with antlion larvae are warned of the arthropod's ability to burrow into someone's skin, much like they do the sand. This is completely unfounded. Antlions can't burrow into human skin, but this certainly adds to the nightmarish antlion mythos.
Of course, in other parts of the world, such as Sri Lanka, children hold antlion larvae in their hands and sing to them. The kids encourage the antlion to dance for them, so the children in turn can dance for the antlion as well.
The antlion isn't just a real animal, it also exists as a beast of folklore and legend. One side of the story goes that the antlion is the offspring of an ant and a lion. The lion head of the beast can only eat meat, while the ant end of the beast can only digest grain, and thus the animal starves.
Real antlion larvae spend a lot of time constructing their sand pit, at least in the species that make these traps. Some are simply active hunters. Thankfully, for those that do sit at the bottom of their pit, they don't have to leave once they're there. Antlion larvae obtain all their water from their prey.
Spiders aren't the only silk-producing animals. Antlions make silk too. Antlion silk is made using a spinneret on the larva's rear end, much like a spider. The silk is not used for gathering prey, however. Instead, antlions use their silk to construct a sticky, round cocoon that gets covered in sand during its formation.
The name antlion specifically comes from this arthropod's larval stage. Adult antlions don't have a common name for their adult stage in English, but they do in other languages. Translated, the adults are known as ant damselflies in German and silken dragonflies in Korean.
Although the adults have the name dragonfly and damselfly in other languages, antlions aren't as closely related to these commonly known animals. Instead, they are part of the animal order that includes dobsonflies.
Here's an extra fact. An antlion convinced Charles Darwin that there was only one God. When the famous biologist visited Australia, he momentarily considered that there must be two creators due to the drastic differences between Australian animals and the rest of the world. Upon seeing a familiar-looking antlion, however, he returned to his position of a single divine being.